गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्बा त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथासम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकविवर्जितः। गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायामपरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि च मलनिर्मोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीताम्भसि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनं। गीतासु गीता कर्तव्या किमन्यैः शास्त्रविस्तरैः या स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखपद्माद्विनिसृता भारतामृतसर्वस्वं विष्णोर्वक्त्राद्विनिसृतं गीता गङ्गोदकं पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् एकं शास्त्रं देवकीपुत्रगीतमेको देवो देवकीपुत्र एव एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं च यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवनारायण नमोऽस्तु ते कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृतेस्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि अस्तु सो भगिनी राधिका भगिनी sorry Savitri Bhagini
12th chapter 6th slokam ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मध्यावेशितचेतसाम् ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः अनन्येन एव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषाम् अहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसाम् ये प्रथम विभक्ति बहुवचन तु अव्ययं सर्वाणि कर्माणि द्वयमपि द्वितीय विभक्ति बहुवचन नपुंसकलिंग मयि सप्तमी विभक्ति एकवचन सन्न्यस्य षष्ठी विभक्ति एकवचन मत्पराः प्रथमा विभक्ति बहुवचन अनन्येन तृतीया विभक्ति एकवचन एव अव्ययं योगेन तृतीया विभक्ति एकवचन मां द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचन ध्यायन्त प्रथम पुरुष बहुवचन ध्यायन्त उपासते प्रथम पुरुष बहुवचन लट्लकारः आस् धातु आत्मनेपदपक्षे तेषां तेषां षष्ठी विभक्ति बहुवचन अहं प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचन समुद्धर्ता प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचन मृत्युसंसारसागरात् पंचमी विभक्ति एकवचन भवामि उत्तम पुरुष एकवचन न चिरात् अव्ययं वा अव्ययं पार्थ संबोधना प्रथमा विभक्ति मयि सप्तमी विभक्ति एकवचन आवेशित चेतसाम् षष्ठी विभक्ति बहुवचन
So nachirat it is a kriya visheshana here, so we can take it as avyayam. Normally whenever kriya visheshanas are there and if there is a avyaya rupam for that word, we can take avyayam.
Okay. पदार्थः ये जनाः तु सर्वाणि सकलानि कर्माणि मयि वासुदेवे सन्न्यस्य समर्प्य मत्पराः मन्मनसः अनन्येन अनितरेण योगेन समाधिना मामेव ध्यायन्तः मां चिन्तयन्तः उपासते भजन्ते पार्थ अर्जुन अहं न चिरात् अहं शीघ्रं मयि वासुदेवे आवेशितचेतसां प्रवेशितचित्तानां तेषां जनानां मृत्युसंसारसागरात् मरणसंसारसमुद्रात् समुद्धर्ता उद्धारकः भवामि अस्मि। अन्वय ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः अनन्येन योगेन माम् एव ध्यायन्तः उपासते पार्थ अहं न चिरात् मयि आवेशितचेतसां तेषां मृत्युसंसारसागरात् समुद्धर्ता भवामि। पार्थ ये जनाः तु सर्वाणि आचरणानि मयि वासुदेवे समर्प्य मन्मनसः अनन्येन समाधिना एव मां चिन्तयन्तः भजन्ते मयि प्रवेशितचित्तानां तेषां जनानां युक्तात् संसारसमुद्रात् अहं शीघ्रम् उद्धारकः भवामि। व्याकरणं न विद्यते अन्यः यस्मिन् सः अनन्यः तेन नैतत्पुरुषः संसार एव सागरः संसारसागरः कर्मधारय संसार मृत्युयुक्तः संसारसागरः मृत्युसंसारसागरः तस्मात् मध्यमपदलोपी तत्पुरुषः समासः आवेशितं चेतः यैः ते आवेशितचेतसः तेषां बहुव्रीहि समासः न चिरात् नै तत्पुरुषः न चिरात् नै तत्पुरुषः समासः अत्र नञर्थे न इति शब्दः इति विशेषः। तावदेव। अत्र उपासते क्रियापद
उपासते कः उपासते
भक्ताः सर्वाणि
मत्पराः ये मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मामेव ध्यायन्तः केन ध्यायन्तः योगेन कीदृशेन योगेन अनन्येन योगेन सो ये मत्पराः ये सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य अनन्येन योगेन मामेव ध्यायन्तः उपासते तेषां मयि आवेशितचेतसां तेषां मृत्युसंसारसागरात् अहं समुद्धर्ता न चिरात् भवामि न चिरात् समुद्धर्ता भवामि. So all those people who are totally devoted to me and only me, who only meditate upon me and offer all their karmas to me, them I will protect them from the mrityu samsara sagar.
Yes.
What is aveshita chetasam?
Aveshita chetasam.
Whose minds are set in me. Chetasam means minds. Aveshita is already
their minds are
focused
on
in
me.
To them I will protect them. I will save them from the samsara. Okay.
Yes.
Next, Surya Bhagini.
मय्येव मन आधत्स्व
मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः मय्येव मया एव मया एव
मयि एव
मयि एव एव अव्ययं मयि सप्तमे एकवचनं मन
मनः
मनः मनस्सु सकारान्त
नपुंसकम्
पुल्लिङ्गशब्दम् आधत्स्व
नपुंसकम् नपुंसकम्
नपुंसकलिङ्गम् आधत्स्व लट्लकारं लोट्लकारं मध्यमपुरुष एकवचनं आधत्स्व
आधत्स्व
लोट्लकारं
आङ् उपसर्ग धा धातु लोट्लकार मध्यमपुरुष एकवचनं
एकवचनं मयि मयि ఇది కూడా సప్తమి ఏకవచనం బుద్ధిం ఇది ద్వితీయ వికారాంత స్త్రీలింగం ద్వితీయ ఏకవచనం ద్వితీయ విభక్తి ఏకవచనం నివేశయ ఇది కూడా మధ్యమ పురుష ఏకవచనం లోట్లకారం ఇది కూడా నివసిష్యసి నివసిష్యసి ఇది కూడా మధ్యమ పురుష లట్లకారం పరస్మైపది
ఇది లృట్లకార
నివసిష్యసి
నివసిష్యసి
ఫ్యూచర్ నివసిష్యసి మయ్యేవ ఇది కూడా మయి ఏవ మయి సప్తమి ఏకవచనం ఏవ అవ్యయం అత అవ్యయం ఊర్ధ్వం
అతః
అతః
అవ్యయమే we can mark it as అవ్యయం
అవ్యయం ఊర్ధ్వం ఊర్ధ్వం ఇది కూడా అవ్యయమే కదా
అవ్యయం
అవ్యయం నా అవ్యయం సంశయ ప్రథమ ఏకవచనం పదార్థ మయి ఏవ పరమాత్మని మయి ఏవ మనః చిత్తం ఆధస్వ ఆనయ మయి బుద్ధిం మయి మతిం నివేశ్య యోజయ అతః తతః ఊర్ధ్వం పరం మయ్యేవ నివసిష్యసి మయ్యేవ వసిష్యసి సంశయః న సందేహः న విద్యతే అన్వయः మయి ఏవ మనః ఆధత్స్వ మయి బుద్ధిం నివేశయ అతః ఊర్ధ్వం మయి ఏవ నివసిష్యసి నా సంశయః అంటే నా మనస్సులో పైన ఉంటావని చెప్తున్నారు ఉంటావని అంతే కదా తాత్పర్యం పరమాత్మని మయి ఏవ చిత్తం స్థాపయ మయి ఏవ మతిం యోజయ తతః పరం మయి ఏవ వసిష్యసి అత్ర సందేహः న వర్తతే ఇందులో క్రియాపదాలు చాలా ఉన్నాయి కదా ఆధత్వ నివేశయ నివసిష్యసి
నివేశ్య ఇస్ నివేశ్య నివేశయ నివేశయ సో ప్రథమం ఆధత్స్వ వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ క్రియాపదం మయి ఏవ మనః ఆధత్స్వ సో ఆధత్స్వ క్రియాపదం మనః మయి ఆధత్స్వ సో ఇట్ ఈస్ మధ్యమ పురుష సో త్వం ఇస్ అధ్యాహృతం మనః కర్మపదం మయి అధికరణం మయి ఏవ మనః ఆధత్స్వ అనంతరం ద్వితీయం వాక్యం కిం మయి బుద్ధిం నివేశయ పునః అత్ర త్వం అధ్యాహృతం స్వీకరణీయం బుద్ధిం నివేశయ బుద్ధిం కర్మపదం మయి అధికరణం త్వం కర్తృపదం అధ్యాహృతం అనంతరం పునః నివసిష్యసి
ఇది కూడా
త్వం అధ్యాహృతం మయి అధికరణం మయి ఏవ నివసిష్యసి సో మయి అధికరణం ఊర్ధ్వం కుత్ర నివసిష్యసి ऊर्ध्वम्. अतः ऊर्ध्वम्. Here ataha should be taken as from hereafter. From hereafter. So urdhvam is after, hereafter. So in such cases, how we mark these words are ataha will be sandarbha bindu. And urdhvam will be hereafter. So it is indicating a kind of time. So we can mark it as kaladhikaranam.
అంటే దీని తర్వాత అన్నట్టు వస్తుందా?
అప్పటి నుంచి. From hereafter. So if you fix your mind in me and your intellect, your buddhi also in me, then thereafter, whenever you do that, whenever you fix your mind in me and your buddhi in me, then from thereafter you will be in me only. You will live in me only. So that hereafter. So hereafter means from when after this happens. So ataha urdhvam, ataha param, like that we will see such words. Ataha urdhvam, ataha param. But urdhvam here also means like hereafter only. So ataha will become the sandarbha bindu because there is a sandarbham there. Only in that sandarbham this will happen. Otherwise it won't happen. So since that connection is there, ataha we can mark it as a sandarbha bindu to urdhvam, and urdhvam will be kaladhikaranam to the
అతహ తోటి కలిసి వస్తాయి. అతహ తోటి కలిసి వస్తాయి.
Yes.
శబ్దం.
Yes. And in this meaning only when it is used in this meaning, then sandarbha bindu. Urdhvam will be kaladhikaranam. Okay. Na samshayah. Na samshayah, again we can mark it as a separate sentence. Samshayah na asti. There is no doubt about that. So if you fix your mind in me, if you offer everything that you do to me, if you meditate only upon me and nothing else, and if you, what are the other two things given here? Your buddhi should be focused on me and your manas should also be focused on me, then definitely I will, you will start living in me. Okay, you will start living in me. And there is no doubt about it. Okay. Okay. Anantaram, Alivelam Bhagini.
भगिनी. अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय. अथ अव्ययं चित्तं. चित्तं नपुंसकलिङ्गं द्वितीया विभक्ति. अद् पुंलिङ्गमा चित्तं. चित्तः पुंलिङ्गं द्वितीया विभक्ति. समाधातुं तुमुन्नन्तम् अव्ययं न अव्ययं. शक्नोषि शक्नोषि मध्यमपुरुष एकवचनं. मयि सप्तमी विभक्ति एकवचनम् अस्मत् शब्दस्य स्थिरं. स्थिरं द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचनम्. अभ्यासयोगेन तृतीया विभक्ति एकवचनं. ततः अव्ययं मां तृतीया विभक्ति एकवचनम्. इच्छाप्तुं तुमुन्नन्तम् अव्ययं. धनञ्जय संबोधना एकवचनं. पदार्थः धनञ्जय अर्जुन. अथ यदि चित्तं चेतः स्थिरं निश्चलं समाधातुं स्थापयितुं न शक्नोषि न प्रभवसि ततः तर्हि माम् अभ्यासयोगेन चित्तस्य पुनः पुनः स्थापेन आप्तुं लब्धुम् इच्छा अभिलाषा. अन्वयः धनञ्जय अथ मयि चित्तं स्थिरं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि ततः अभ्यासयोगेन माम् आप्तुम् इच्छा. तात्पर्यं धनञ्जय यदि मयि चेतः निश्चलं स्थापयितुं न शक्नोषि तर्हि चित्तस्य पुनः पुनः स्थापनेन मां प्राप्तुं यतस्व। शक्नोषि क्रियापदम्।
द्वितीयमपि अस्ति।
मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासं ततः माम् आप्तुं।
आप्तुम् इच्छा.
आप्तुम् इच्छा.
So you have to wish for it. Abhyasa yogena mam aptum ichha. You have to try to obtain me through abhyasa yogena. That should be your wish. We have been discussing the same. Abhyasam, mananam. All these are the sadhanas. Without this kind of sadhana, obtaining Paramatma Tattvam is not possible. Only through this it is possible. It can span over several lifetimes. It cannot happen in one lifetime for anybody. So through Abhyasa only it will happen. Now we see some people who are born and within very in a way at a very young age they obtain the Paramatma Tattva Jnanam. So we think how did he achieve that at such a young age? It is not, the abhyasa was not only from this life. That person must have done abhyasa over several lives, and in this life that he reached that final stage. So that can be clearly seen. So we have to constantly, but for that we have to also constantly continue the abhyasa of focusing the manas and buddhi on Paramatma. So sometimes we see very blessed souls also making mistakes. Why? Because that abhyasa should not stop. Because manas is always trying to run here and there. So if the buddhi is not trained to focus on Paramatma and control the manas, then sometimes other influences can have an effect on that particular person. So we should be on constant vigilance and focus. So that is obtained only by Abhyasa Yoga. So Prathama Kriyapadam.
शक्नोषि त्वम् अध्याहृतं कर्तृपदम् त्वं चित्तं समादातुं न शक्नोषि अथ तं चित्तं मयि స్థిరం సమాదాతుం నా శక్నోషి. నా యందు నువ్వు మనసుని స్థిరంగా నిలపలేకపోతే అభ్యాస యోగేన తతః మాం ఇచ్చ ఆప్తుం ధనంజయ. అభ్యాస యోగంతో నన్ను పొందడానికి ప్రయత్నించు.
So here atha can be used as yadi, like if. And tataha is used as then, if and then. Yadi tarhi. In place of yadi and tarhi, here atha and tataha are used. Normally we define atha as then. But here in this context, we have to take it as if. If you are not able to focus your mind steadily on me, then through Abhyasa Yoga, you have to try and reach me. Mam aptum ichha. Wish. You have to wish. You have to try. You have to do that sankalpam. I have to try and obtain Paramatma Tattvam through Abhyasa. Okay, so here we can use atha and tataha as yadi and tarhi. So we can connect those two in Nitya Sambandha. These are two sentences, but conditional. Astu. Anantaram punaha Savitri Bhagini.
अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽपि अभ्यासे अप्यसमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धमवाप्स्यसि. अभ्यासे अपि असमर्थः असि मत्कर्म परमः भव मदर्थम् अपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिम् अवाप्स्यसि। अभ्यासे सप्तमी विभक्ति एकवचन अपि अव्यय असमर्थः प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचन असि अस् धातु मध्यमपुरुष एकवचन मत्कर्म परमः प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचन भव भू धातु लोट् लकारः मध्यमपुरुष एकवचन मदर्थम् अपि मदर्थं द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचनम् अपि अव्यय कर्माणि द्वितीया विभक्ति बहुवचन कुर्वन् शत्रु प्रत्ययः अस्ति कुर्वन् प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचन सिद्धिं द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचन अवाप्स्यसि आप उपसर्गः आप धातु
अव उपसर्ग आप धातु
अव उपसर्ग आप धातु मध्यमपुरुष एकवचन
लिट् लकार
लिट् पदार्थः अभ्यासे अपि अभ्यासयोगे अपि असमर्थः असि अशक्तः भवसि मत्कर्म परमः मदर्थ कर्माचरण प्रधानः भव तिष्ठ मदर्थं माम् उद्दिश्य कर्माणि क्रियाः कुर्वन् अपि आचरन् अपि सिद्धिम् अवाप्स्यसि सिद्धिं प्राप्नोषि। अन्वय अभ्यासे अपि असमर्थः असि मत्कर्म परमः भव मदर्थं कर्माणि कुर्वन् अपि सिद्धिम् अवाप्स्यसि। तात्पर्यम् अभ्यासयोगे अपि अशक्तः भवसि चेत् सर्वदा माम् उद्दिश्य कर्माणि आचर मदर्थ कर्माणि आचरन् अपि चित्तशुद्धिं लप्स्यसे। व्याकरणं मम कर्माणि मत्कर्माणि षष्ठी तत्पुरुषः मत्कर्माणि एव परमाणि यस्य सः मत्कर्म परमः बहुव्रीहि समास न समर्थः असमर्थः नै तत्पुरुषः मह्यमिदं मदर्थं नित्यसमासो अयं चतुर्थी तत्पुरुषः नित्यसमासोऽयं चतुर्थी तत्पुरुषः अत्र भव पर्याप्तं भवति खलु।
So here in the sequence abhyase api asamartah asi matkarma paraha bhava. So here we have two sentences. Abhyase api tvam asamartah asi chet matkarma paramaha bhava. Okay, if you are incapable of doing abhyasa, because doing abhyasa is not easy.
Yes.
We discussed that also many times.
Yes.
So if you think at this point, doing abhyasa, having full focus with your manas and buddhi on me, if you are finding it very difficult, rather than simply being disappointed and not doing anything, what we can try and do is mat karma paramaha bhava. What is mat karma paramaha?
मम ध्यानम् एव
Doing actions for me. Mat karma paramaha. Karma paramaha.
कर्म परमः
Mat karma paramaha. For me. So
Yeah.
whatever you are doing, you do it for me. For my sake. Madartham. Madartham api karmani kurvan siddhim avapsyasi. So why should you do mat karma paramaha? Why should you become mat karma paramaha? Because madartham karmani kurvannapi siddhim avapsyasi.
Yes.
So by offering, that is only the karma yoga, right? Offering
Yes.
every karma that you do for me and offering it to me. you can obtain siddhi. So what kind of karmas will we offer to God? Only dharmika karmas. We simply, one person cannot cheat somebody else and say and offer that kind of deed to Paramatma.
Yes.
So if you really want to offer something to Paramatma, what will we do? Automatically, we will do only good actions. We will do only good karmas. So that is how the siddhi will be obtained. Just looking at it from a different perspective. Simply sitting, focusing and offering everything to Paramatma only with manas and buddhi is a different thing. But that needs more focus. Why? Because we don't have an anchor to the mind. But if while doing work, we can focus, we can put the mind on that. So say, for example, you want to plant trees along a road which has no trees. So your focus is on, I have to get the trees, I have to dig this up, I have to plant. So your mind is automatically focused on that work. And how are you doing that work? You are doing out of good purpose, for a good purpose, with wishing good for people or somebody, animals or whatever. For some kind of living beings, you are to benefit, for their benefit, you are doing this. So you can happily offer this deed to Paramatma. So here the mind is focused automatically because there is something to focus on. That is the reason why for meditation, many people think that we have to focus the mind on nothing. Like they say, don't focus, don't think of anything. You just have to keep it blank, and you have to focus only on something, very, you see a light, you imagine a light or something like that, they will tell you.
Yes.
That is fine. That is perfectly fine for people who can focus. But for some people, that kind of focus may not be possible because the mind is running everywhere and they have no control over it. So that sadhana has not yet happened for them. So they are still in that initial stage of sadhana of the manas.
Don't have the maturity of thinking like that well.
Yes, of capturing that manas.
Yes.
So then what can they do? They can focus on some kind of
Good work. Good deeds.
Deeds.
Yes.
Even if it means writing Ramakoti, say for example. So as they are writing, that is why they say, while you are writing Ramakoti, Sri Rama, for every aksharam, they ask you to again utter the word Sri Rama. So while you are writing Sri, you have to say Sri Rama. While you are writing Ra, you have to say Sri Rama. While you are writing Ma, you have to say Sri Rama.
Yes.
So when you are constantly focusing on saying, uttering that name, your mind is focused on it. Automatically, it will be, because you are pulling it, and there is a lakshyam there. It is not blank. It is not a very open field. It is very precise. You know where to put the mind. So it will become easy for people to focus the mind on that. Now, if you think about something and keep simply mechanically writing Sri Rama, that will not count.
Yeah.
Writing that Sri Rama Koti, there is no use.
Focus on
spiritually. What I mean is, spiritually, there definitely will not be any use if you are talking to somebody and mechanically writing Sri Rama, Sri Rama. Every aksharam you have to utter Sri Rama, and while you are uttering also, you should be thinking of Sri Rama and his qualities, and with the chitta suddhi, and then that is focus.
Focusing. Yes.
That is focus.
Yeah.
Now, other people, instead of writing Sri Rama Koti, they can do other things which can actually benefit people. So they are cooking. Today they are cooking and offering food for some people, some sick people in a hospital or in old age home, or people, attenders who are attending the sick people, like that. Because more than the sick person, the attender who is attending the sick person is also equally important. because it is not easy to take care of a sick person. And that sick person anyhow cannot eat much because he is sick. He will eat only very little. But the persons attending to such sick people also need to be taken care of. So if we, sometimes if we want to do good deeds, one thing is we can also take care of or treat them once in a while in hospital.
Service mind is required.
Yes, like that. Any kind of good deed, whatever you are comfortable doing, because we also should be able to do whatever that good deed is, because yatha shakti, according to our shakti, we have to do. We need not push ourselves to the point where we will fall unable to do anything the next day. It is not like that. Yatha Shakti, we should do. And with focus, whatever it is. It can be a member of your family, it can be your neighbor, it can be total stranger, anybody, something good. Then it will become easy for your mind to focus on it.
Yes.
So, Sarvani Karmani, Matartham, Kurvannapi, Siddhim, Avapsyasi. So in that way also we can obtain. So Paramatma has made it very easy for us. There are so many ways that we can obtain Siddhi. So it need not be only for, and the best example for that is Janaka. Janaka Maharaja, Sita's father.
Yes.
His avataram itself is for that purpose, to show the mankind how a person leading
Even
a life.
he is a king, he was doing a social service.
Leading a grihastha ashramam can still obtain siddhi. So there are many people, but this one is somebody everybody knows, someone whom everybody knows. So like that. So for every path, there is a character in our epics which we can take, whom we can take as an example to follow.
Yes.
So because many times what people say, oh, I have a family to take care of, I cannot think of anything right now. So that is there. Everybody's life is a different is different. Some people have so much of struggle. They may not be able to focus on the spiritual path, having so much of pressures. That is totally understandable. But among those also, if we try to offer everything what we do, whatever they are doing as part of their life, they are doing anyways. They have to do anyways for survival. But whatever they are doing, instead of like just a burden, if we look at it as something that we are offering our capability to that Lord, then maybe things will become a lot easier because your mind is more relaxed. So you will be able to make better decisions because you are offering this to the God. So everything like that will fall in place. That is the reason why they ask us to do things in the name of God. Why? Because when you are doing things in the name of God, more than half the times, that selfishness will be gone.
Yes.
We will try to find goodwill to do it. That itself will clear your mind. That itself will make us more relaxed, calm. Expectations will also come down. So it is good for our health. A healthy body will always lead a healthy mind, and obviously better decisions and better things, and everything will become easy. Of course, for some people the result might be shown immediately, and for some people it might take a while, but eventually it will lead to a good place. And avapsyasi. So one can obtain. Okay.
Ma'am, one thing. If we help someone, suppose a person is looking for a good job and we gave him a lead, go and try there is a opportunity. So he will try and he got it. So he will come and thank us. Okay. Then we feel good for that. He got it. But anyway, I could do somebody help like this. If we thought that thought, is that good or bad?
So what I would say is, how I would look at it is, I feel because of me, if somebody is benefiting something, I will thank God for using me as an instrument
Got that
for
job.
them to obtain that. He is
Okay.
bound to obtain it anyways.
Okay.
See, he obtaining that job is because of his karma.
Yes.
If not us, somebody else might have been in that place because he is bound to get it.
Yes.
He getting that job is because of his own actions. Right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So if not us, there will be somebody else. There will be somebody else and he will get that job anyhow.
Yeah.
Okay. But what we will think with our ajnanam, we will think only because I referred, he got this job. If I were not there, if he did not know me, maybe he would not have got this job. He would have struggled for a few more years. No, he is bound to get that job on that day. If not through you, somebody else would come somehow into his life and offer that. Or maybe not this job, some other job in some other way.
Yeah.
He will get it. Now, how we have to think is, so say for example, he did not get that job. Even after you referring, he did not get that job. Then what will you think in your mind? I referred, but he did not get because he's not maybe capable. He does not have enough experience. He does not, maybe he did not perform well in the interview, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, ma'am.
So then why are we not taking responsibility for that? If he does not get the job, it is his problem. If he gets the job, it is our merit. That there itself, your answer is there.
Yes.
If you want to take the credit, you have to take the negative credit also.
Yes.
If you are not ready to take the negative credit, then not even the positive credit. It is because of his capability he got the job. It is because of his incapability he did not get the job. We recommending that job or letting him know that there is a position there, it is our blessing to be in a position to do something for somebody else. I always look at that. I thank God. Thank you for using me as an instrument in this case. God would have selected anybody to use as an instrument for that person to get that job. But you chose me. I must have done something good for that is why you gave me this opportunity.
Yes.
That is how I like to think. I always thank God because I feel very blessed whenever I get an opportunity to do something.
Help someone. Yes.
To do something. Because there are many people who also will be able to recommend, but they won't get that heart to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was blessed with that heart. So I am thankful. So that is how it should be. Rather than thinking, I am happy he got the job through me. Yes, that is fine. But I am happy to be instrumental. God chose me to be here. He sent me to do this job.
Yes.
So he selected me over others. For that, I feel blessed. Rather than happy, we have to feel blessed.
Yes, ma'am.
So there is a fine difference between feeling happy and feeling blessed.
Yes, yes.
In feeling happy, there can be a little bit of I did it because of me. That will be there.
Yeah.
A little bit. These are only words. How you feel, you will know. What I am trying to say is if that thought comes, peeps in because of me, rather than that, we have to take it the other way around. He is blessed. He is, see, if we are, our karmas are following us, his karmas are following him.
Yeah.
So if he got a job, it is his karma, his good karma sometime that he got that job. But I am there. I am fortunate to be able to help him. That's all. God chose me to be that instrument.
Thank you. Thank you for the clarification.
So even when we are having children, marriage, relationship, the family, people who are associated with us, all these are because of our Purva Janma karmas only.
Wow.
So if we have a difficult family member, it means that we need to work on that aspect. So we are given a chance by having that difficult relationship with somebody. So say, for example, somebody is always annoying us with some kind of remarks. Say, for example,
Yes.
We are doing our best, but they are still complaining. Say, for example, we cook very well, but they are still complaining. So initially what we do, we react. I am doing so much. Why are you always complaining? This and that.
Yes.
So there is a area there for us to work on. How should we work on it? We are putting our full devotion in that work. We are doing our best. We are considering the requirement of that other person, whatever that person needs. If we are able to give, and if we sincerely did not follow that earlier, we have to look at it in that angle. And I am not doing this as a job. I am doing this to satisfy that Paramatma in that other person. So whatever is needed according to our Shakti, without any ego. Sometimes what happens is, no, I want to do only in this way. I don't want to change my methods. That is where always the friction comes, right?
Yes. Yes.
So why are we so attached? Because we are attached to this method. That's all. There is no much big reason also. But we have to work on it. Why should we be so attached to that method? Let me change. It shouldn't matter to me. That is where the detachment should be practiced.
Yeah.
So that is where we need that practice. So that is why that difficult member came into our family, and he or she is complaining. Why? Because that is life is giving us an opportunity to work on that part of us. So we have to learn to let go of our belief system in doing that particular item in that particular way. And we should be able to let go and do it according to however that other person wants.
Okay.
By that, that thing will get out
It's
of
the
our
learning
system.
process. Yes.
We will get it out of our system. So we will do according however they like. There is no, so we got over that whatever that problem is, ego or laziness or just being stubborn to do only our way, whatever that is, however you want to label it. For every person, it again might be different. Some people, they just want to stick to their method. So we have to change that. Why? Because it is not, that is a kind of attachment, and we don't want attachment. So that is giving us an opportunity to work on our detachment, how to be detached. So like that, every relation, every person who comes into our life is there to, from whom we have to learn something.
Yes.
So whenever there is a difficult person who is coming into our life, it can be a neighbor, it can be a far off relative, it can be our own family member, anybody. It can be our mother, father, sister, son, whoever.
Whoever. Okay.
The way we should start looking at it is, now I am being annoyed by this person. So it means I have something I need to work on myself. So like that, if we approach that person, we will take it as a lesson to learn. We will not be annoyed anymore. We will try to think, okay, what exactly is causing me to get angry or disappointed or annoyed with this person. So you will start looking for reason which is triggering you. So you will eventually find the trigger point, and then it will help us work on that trigger point. And
Yes.
then no longer you will be triggered. So you have worked through it, so it will get easy. Automatically you will observe, because now you have worked on it, you will take it very pleasantly. The other person also will stop annoying you.
Yes.
So your lesson is completed. By that you can learn that your lesson is completed. That's all. So every difficult person or every difficult situation, if you are getting angry, mostly it is anger only, right?
Yes.
And the reason for anger will be desire or ego, or mostly these two. The third one is some materialistic benefit. These are the three reasons why you get angry. So if we do not get what we want, then we get angry. So that is desire. The second one is ego. If somebody does not do, you simply told your maid to put something, some object in the kitchen. She did not keep. So there your ego comes.
Yeah.
I told, but she did not do. She is working for me. She has to do. That kind of ego.
Yeah.
So that also will make you angry. The third one is the materialistic benefit. You worked so hard. A student, he studied so hard and wrote the exam, but he did not get the first prize or first place. So
Yeah.
that is a materialistic benefit.
Yeah.
So he will get upset.
And
so in all these three cases, again, we have to think. So desire. Is that desire a good desire? Or are we being a little greedy? If it is a greedy kind of desire, we should realize that and try to not get greedy. If it is a justful desire, like
yes.
say, for example, you worked for it, you should be paid, but you are not paid. That is justful. It is not desire anymore.
Yes.
For justful things, you can get angry. There is nothing wrong with it. For justful privileges that you are entitled, that good kind of anger should be there, but that anger should only be a display to the other person for them to make them understand. But it should not get to the point where you are being affected, your body is being affected because of that anger. Like how we, like a child, okay, she's constantly putting a coin in her mouth. First time you will tell her very lovingly, you should not put the coin in your mouth. Again, she puts the coin in her mouth. Again, you tell. After 3 or 4 times, you get angry. But that anger should be only a display to that child, so it will get her attention. Oh, Amma is getting angry, so I should not do this. But do we really have anger with that baby?
No, we are concerned about her.
We don't have anger because we know she's not doing it on purpose to make us angry. Sometimes they do that also. That is a different thing. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is we are wishing the best for them, and we are pretending to be angry. We raise our voice. Hey, don't do that. Like that we say.
Yes.
Why? Unless we say that, they won't pay attention. So that kind of anger to do the right things is fine. But we not with desire. Desire is something beyond what we deserve. Expecting beyond our limit is desire, becomes desire.
Yeah.
And ego also, that's all. The maid did not keep. We should first ask her why she did not keep it. She might have her own reason. We should reason it with her, and then we have to tell her why it is important for her to keep that thing in place. If there is again a justful reason why we are asking her to keep it there, and if she did not keep, then again we have to explain. If it is only to show our ego, then again that is wrong. Like that, for everything we have to question ourselves. Why am I getting angry? Why am I getting annoyed? Why am I getting happy? Everything, for everything, even happiness, we have to question our happiness.
Yes.
And the more you question, you will stop getting happy for materialistic benefits. You will stop getting happy for materialistic benefits, really. So that is detachment. That will become detachment because you understand how it works, the good karma and the bad karma. So even being detached, even with the good results also is equally important if we want moksha. If we want to come back and enjoy our life with our good karmas, that is a different thing. You can be attached to it.
Sure.
I've heard people say that actually. It is funny. So we think that everybody wants moksham, right? So I was telling like this only. So we should not be attached to the good karmas. Otherwise, we'll come back to experience them, and we'll not. No, 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 no. We want to come back and enjoy all the good things in the life. We love to lead a life. So we want to come back. So there is nothing wrong with it. I'm just telling. Like
Yes.
even with, I think Ramadasu also says the same thing, right? So when Paramatma gives him, moksham, he will ask, what does it mean? What is there? There is you will just enjoy. So can I sing your kritis? He says no. Then can I do archana to you? Can I do this? Can I do that? He says no, nothing. You don't have to do anything. Then what is that? I don't understand what that state is if I am not able to sing your song and pray
Do
for you
puja
and
and all that.
worship you and do archana. No, I don't want that. I want to be here only. So like that, it all depends on how, of course, still we can consider that he attained moksha because he did not have that physical form where he's doing all that. His kind of, that is how at least they tell. I don't know. I have to read that from a Shastra to understand what exactly, happened. But the thing is like that, it all depends on what we want. If we want complete moksha, then being attached to the good karmas also, we have to practice to be detached with such karmas also. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So next again, Surya Bhagini, who read this? You only, right?
ఇవన్నీ ఒక జీవితంలో పరీక్షలు. అధైతదప్యస్య శక్తోసి కర్తుం మధ్యోగమాశ్రితః సర్వకర్మ ఫలత్యాగం తతః కురు యతాత్మవాన్ అధ ఏతత్ అపి అసక్తః అసి అధ అవ్యయం ఏతత్ అవ్యయం అపి అవ్యయం అసక్తః తా ప్రత్యయం. అసి రట్లకారం మధ్యమ పురుష ఏకవచనం అసి ధాతువు. కర్తం తుమున్ ప్రత్యయం. మత్ షష్ఠి ఏకవచనం. మత్ యోగం యోగం ఆశ్రితః. యోగం ద్వితీయ ఏకవచనం ఆశ్రితః తా ప్రత్యయం. ప్రథమ పురుష ఏకవచనం. సర్వకర్మ ఫలత్యాగం. సర్వకర్మ కర్మం కర్మం నకారాంత పుల్లింగ శబ్దం కదా. కర్మం ఫలత్యాగం.
హలో, సర్వకర్మ ఫలం ఫలత్యాగం.
ఫలత్యాగం ఫలత్యాగం ప్రథమ ఏకవచనం. తతః అవ్యయం కురు.
So sarva karma phala tyagam, all that is one word.
One word. అదే ప్రథమ ఏకవచనం.
Tyagam.
ద్వితీయ
ఏకవచనం.
ద్వితీయన త్యాగం ఫలత్యాగం త్యాగాన్ని అని వస్తుంది కదా అప్పుడు.
సర్వకర్మ ఫలత్యాగం కురు, త్యాగాన్ని చెయ్యి. సో ఇట్ ఇస్
అవ్యయం కురు మధ్యమ పురుష ఏకవచనం లోట్లకారం. యతాత్మవాన్ యత ఆత్మవాన్.
యతాత్మవాన్ also is one word only.
ఆత్మవాన్ నకారాంత పుల్లింగం. పదార్థ అధ యది ఏతత్ అపి ఇదం అపి కర్తుం ఆచరితుం అసక్తః అసి అసమర్థః భవసి తతః తర్హి మధ్యోగం సర్వకర్మ సమర్పణం ఆశ్రితః అవలంబితః యతాత్మవాన్ నియత చిత్తః సర్వకర్మ ఫలత్యాగం సకలకర్మ ప్రయోజన పరిత్యాగం కురు విధేహి. అన్వయః అథ ఏతత్తపి కర్తుం అసక్తః అసి తతః మధ్యోగం ఆశ్రితః యతాత్మవాన్ సర్వకర్మ ఫలత్యాగం కురు. తాత్పర్యం: యది విషయాకృష్టి చిత్తః ఉపవాస వ్రతానుష్ఠానాదీని కర్మాణి అపి ఆచరితుం అసమర్థః అసి తర్హి नियतचित्तः सर्वेषां कर्माणां फलम् अविचारयन् मह्यं समर्पय। व्याकरणं सर्वाणि कर्माणि सर्वकर्माणि कर्मधारयः सर्वकर्माणां फलं सर्वकर्मफलं षष्ठी तत्पुरुषः सर्वकर्मफलं फलस्य त्यागः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागः तं षष्ठी तत्पुरुषः। कुरु
अथ एतदपि कर्तुम् अशक्तः असि. Okay, so if you are even incapable of doing the karmas, ततः मद्योगम् आश्रितः यदात्मवान् सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं कुरु. So
రెండు విభక్తులు రెండు క్రియలు.
అవును. So the first kriya is
asi.
एतदपि कर्तुम् अशक्तः चेत् असि. मद्योगम् आश्रितः అంటే మత్యోగం మమ యోగ. ఆశ్రితः means you have to depend upon my Paramatma Tattva Jnanam. Sarvakarma Phalatyagam. Phalatyagam. Sarvakarma Phalatyagam. Okay, so the phalam. Phalitam. Tataha, and then do. Yatatmavan means with control of your senses. Control of your senses. Yatatmavan. So sarvakarma phalatyagam kuru. How to do sarvakarma phalatyagam? Again depending upon Paramatma Tattva Jnanam. So it is similar to what was said earlier. What was said earlier? Do all your work in my name. Right? So there little difference is you are doing the karmas in his name, but you are still expecting some kind of phalam, which is not wrong. Because see, you performed a duty, you expect something in return. You are doing that duty in the name of God, but still there is a little expectation of what you do. Like say, for example, you are planting the trees for the benefit of other jivas. So you have some kind of expectation that they will use and they will bless you or they will thank you or whatever. So you are doing in the name of God, but still there is a little bit of expectation out of it. But now what is Paramatma saying? If you are unable to do that, then following my Paramatma Tattva Jnanam, you do the actions without expectation of the result. I think that is much easier than this, right? Unable. So if you are unable to perform actions, I'm trying to read some commentary here. So this is the easiest path. If you are unable to perform actions for my sake, and if you cannot even be intent on my service, unable to practice the dharma, and if you are impelled by personal desires, then perform them for your sake from a sense of duty, renouncing them all in me, and also abandon the fruits of all actions at the same time, practicing self-control. Perform them, renouncing them all in me. So if one finds that too to be difficult, the performance of actions for the sake of Lord alone has been taught. And those who cannot do even this are asked to abandon the fruits of actions. Madhyogam, surrendering all actions and their fruits to me. So, okay, yeah, whatever we discussed is the same, what this shloka is saying. But what the question that I have is, if somebody is unable to do all the actions in the name of God, then Okay, so what the shloka is trying to tell is, in the earlier shloka, what was it told? You have your mind focused, you have your buddhi also in me, focused on me, meditate upon me, and then do all your karmas, right? You do all your karmas with offering, trying to offer everything to me. But here, so what it is saying is, you are unable to perform them by giving, offering them completely to Paramatma. Then what you can do is,
కర్మలు చెయ్యి కానీ ఫలితాన్ని మాత్రం నాకు వదిలేసేది.
Kani, if somebody is not able to do karmas in the name of God, how can they do by not even expecting the phalam?
దేవుడి పేరు మీద చెయ్యరు కానీ వాళ్ళు చేసే కర్మలు మంచి చేసినా చెడు చేసినా కానీ ఎంతో కృష్ణార్పణ ఉంటాయి వాళ్ళకు ఉంచుకోకుండా. అంటే మంచి చేస్తే ఇప్పుడు నేనే చేశాను అంటారు, చెడు చేస్తేనేమో ఎందుకో ఇలా అయిపోయింది అంటారు, లేకపోతే మాక్సిమం లేకపోతే దేవుడు నా చేత ఇలా చేయించాడు అంటారు.
So what is the difference between the previous one and this one? In the previous one, it is said that we have to do all the karmas in the name of God. So are we expecting the phalam? We are expecting the phalam there, according to this shloka. Because here we are asked to do without expectation of the phalam.
అది చెయ్యలేకపోతే ఇది కనీసం చేసేసి నా మీద వదిలేసే, వాటిని పట్టించుకోకుండా.
పూజలు చేసేటప్పుడు కూడా అదే కదా భగిని, చివరిలో అదే చెప్తా, ఏతత్ ఫలం శ్రీ కృష్ణార్పణమస్తు, అదే ఏ దేవుడికి చేస్తే ఆ దేవుడికి అని చెప్తాం, శ్రీ పరమేశ్వర అర్పణమస్తు అని. అంటే మనం పూజ చేసిన ఫలం కూడా మళ్ళీ ఆయనకే ఇచ్చేస్తే ఆయన మళ్ళీ అది ఎవరెవరికి ఎంత ఇవ్వాలనేది చూసి ఆయన ఇస్తాడు అని. మనం పూజ చేసిన ఈవెన్ అంటే అది సత్కర్మే కదా పూజ అనేది, దానిలో కూడా మనకి చివరి అదే ఉంటుంది కదా.
ఉంటుంది. నేనేమంటున్నానంటే, ఇప్పుడు హియర్ వాట్ ఈస్ ఇట్ సెడ్, ఏతతపి అశక్తః అసి చేత్, అంటే ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ అనేబుల్ టు డూ కర్మాస్ ఇన్ మై నేమ్, then do them without any phalapeksha. So my question is, if someone is unable to do the actions in the name of God, where there is still phalapeksha, how can that person do something
without any expectation?
Without any expectation. Madhyogam ashritah, resorting to Paramatma.
దానికి వాళ్ళు అనుకున్న ఫలం కనుక రాకపోతే కొంతమంది డిప్రెస్ అయిపోతారు, అది కదా. సో దాని మీద ఆశ పెట్టుకోకపోతే నువ్వు నిరాశ పడవు అని, అంతే కదా. ఫలాసక్తి వదిలేయంటే అర్థం అదే కదా. దేవుడి పేరు మీద చేయకపోయినా ఆ ఫలాసక్తిని నువ్వు వదిలేసేయి అంటే, దాని మీద ఓవర్ ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్ పెట్టేసుకుని రాకపోతే ఇదైపోకుండా జాగ్రత్తగా ఉంటారన్న ఉద్దేశంతో అది చెప్పాడేమో అనుకుంటున్నా.
అది వదిలేస్తే నేనే చూస్తాను అని చెప్తున్నారు.
But again the clause madhyogam ashritah, so you still have to follow my yoga and then do this with the self control and without expectation of the result.
అది ఒక ప్రాక్టీస్. సో మొదలెట్టడం అనేది, కంటిన్యూ చేయడం అనేది ఒక ప్రాక్టీస్, అలవాటు చేసుకోవాలి. అదంతే సాధన. అదే సాధన. అందులో ఎదురయ్యే పరిస్థితులు, అడ్డంకులు ఉన్నాయి.
So like how Manga Bhagini said, so maybe that bhakti is not there on me, maybe your complete manas is not focused on me, that is fine. So even if you are not completely focused on me and you are not doing in my name, you still try to do actions without phalapeksha, but with some kind of self control, yatatmavan.
మెల్లమెల్లగా అదే వస్తుంది చేస్తుంటే.
And still trying to have some kind of relation with me. Madhyogam ashrita.
Simply do your duty. That's it.
Simply do your duty, but at the same time, I have to be in your background. You may not have to offer it to me, but I am there. You have to be aware of the fact that I am there and do the actions without
వదిలేయకపోయినా ఎవరి కర్మతో వాళ్ళు తిన్నంగా చూస్తే అప్పుడు ఆయనే చూస్తారు. మీరు అన్నారా ఇందాకను వంట చేయడం గురించి, ఎదుటి వాళ్ళు మెచ్చుకోకపోవడం తోటి మనకు అనవసరం. మనం చేసే డ్యూటీ మనం సక్రమంగా చేసేయాలి. అది ఎవరి ఇష్టం వచ్చినట్టు వాళ్ళు తీసుకుంటారు. ఇప్పుడు మీరు వంట చేసి 10 మందిని ఒకసారి మెప్పించడం చాలా కష్టం. ఎందుకంటే ఒకళ్ళకి ఉప్పు ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది, ఒకళ్ళకి కారం ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది, ఒకళ్ళకి తక్కువ అయితే బాగుంటుంది అనిపిస్తుంది. కానీ రీజనబుల్ గా మన ఉద్దేశంలో అందరికి సరిపడేట్టుగా చేయడం
అంతే. So what is the best way to do that? We will do and then leave the result. Some people might compliment, some people might find fault. We are immune to all of it. So we are not expecting. Only when there is an expectation.
కొంతమంది తినరు, అట్లా కూడా ఉంటాయి. నాకు వంకాయ ఇష్టం లేదు, లేకపోతే నాకు కాకరకాయ ఇష్టం లేదు.
So here we should not, if we are detached to the result,
even if they have did some comments, we should not
take it to heart. If it is a constructive criticism, if there is any constructive criticism, we should change our methods.
Yes.
If it is not constructive criticism, they will say. Let them say.
మనం అన్నింటి మీద మన మనసు ప్రభావం పడేసుకోక్కర్లేదు.
Yes, that will keep us at peace. Okay. Then next shlokam, Alivelu Bagini.
తింటూ ఉంటుంది, శుభ్రంగాను చేస్తూ ఉంటుంది. బట్ ఏ రోజు బాగా చేసా.
హలో, హలో,
make comment, they are commenting. That's it. That is their.
Some people have that habit. We have to comment on some or other people.
So we should not really bother about it. We have done our duty to our satisfaction. That's it.
వాళ్ళు మన యందే కాదు, దేని యందు సాటిస్ఫై అవ్వని వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు.
In the beginning, she felt so sorry, as if I am not doing correctly or not. But later on, she
came to know this comment is not.
She ignored the complaints.
Okay. So Alivelu Bagini, next shlokam.
Bagini. Shreyo hi jnanamabhyasad jnanat dhyanam visishyate dhyanat karma phala tyagachantir anantaram శ్రేయః. శ్రేయస్ సకారాంతం లింగ, ప్రథమా విభక్తి ఏకవచనం. హి అవ్యయం, జ్ఞానం కాదు, జ్ఞానాత్ అభ్యాసమా అంతే కాదు, జ్ఞానం అభ్యాసాత్. జ్ఞానం నపుంసకలింగం, ప్రథమా విభక్తి ఏకవచనం. అభ్యాసాత్ పంచమీ విభక్తి ఏకవచనం. జ్ఞానాత్ పంచమీ విభక్తి ఏకవచనం. ధ్యానం ప్రథమా విభక్తి ఏకవచనం. విశిష్యతే ప్రథమా పురుష ఏకవచనం. విశిష్యతే కర్మణి ప్రయోగం. భగిని
విశిష్యతే is kartari only.
కర్తరి నేనా ఆత్మని పద. ధ్యానాత్ పంచమీ విభక్తి ఏకవచనం. కర్మఫల త్యాగ ప్రథమా విభక్తి ఏకవచనం. త్యాగః కర్మఫల త్యాగాత్ పంచమీ విభక్తి ఏకవచనం. శాంతి ప్రథమా విభక్తి ఏకవచనం. అనంతరం ద్వితీయ ప్రథమా నపుంసకలింగం, ప్రథమా విభక్తి ఏకవచనం. ఇది చాలా పెద్ద ఒకటే లైన్. ఆ లైన్ మొత్తం ఒకటే వర్డ్. పదార్థ అభ్యాసాతి అభ్యాస యోగాత్ జ్ఞానం వివేక శ్రేయ ప్రశస్తతర జ్ఞానాత్ వివేకాత్ ధ్యానం చింతనం విశిష్యతే అతిశయతే. ధ్యానాత్ చింతనాత్ అపి కర్మఫల త్యాగ కర్మ ప్రయోజన పరిత్యాగ త్యాగాత్ అనంతరం అనుపదం శాంతి సంసారస్య ఉపశమః. అన్వయః అభ్యాసాతి జ్ఞానం శ్రేయః జ్ఞానాత్ ధ్యానం విశిష్యతే ధ్యానాత్ కర్మఫల త్యాగః త్యాగాత్ అనంతరం శాంతిః. తాత్పర్యం అభ్యాసయోగాత్ వివేకః ప్రశస్తతరః వివేకాత్ చింతనం విశిష్యతే చింతనాత్ అపి కర్మ ప్రయోజన పరిత్యాగः విశిష్యతే త్యాగాత్ బంధనస్య సంసారస్య నాశः భవతి. విశిష్యతే క్రియాపదం.
కః విశిష్యతే కర్మఫలత్యాగః.
కర్మఫలత్యాగः విశిష్యతే
కస్మాత్
అభ్యాసాత్.
అభ్యాసాత్
జ్ఞానాత్ కర్మఫలత్యాగः అభ్యాసాత్ జ్ఞానం శ్రేయః అభ్యాసాత్
అభ్యాసాత్ జ్ఞానం శ్రేయః ధ్యానాత్
ధ్యానం విశిష్యతే. ధ్యానాత్ కర్మఫల త్యాగः అదే విశిష్యతే త్యాగాత్ అనంతరం శాంతి భవతి. అదే అస్తి.
అస్తు. సో వాట్ ఈస్ బెటర్ దాన్ ద నెక్స్ట్? సో ఫస్ట్ జ్ఞానం is better than అభ్యాసం.
జ్ఞానం is better than అభ్యాసం.
And
ధ్యానం is better than ధ్యానం.
ధ్యానం is better than జ్ఞానం. And then karma phala tyagaha is better than dhyanam. And tyagat. So karma phala tyagam is better than dhyanam. But tyagam, more than tyagam, shanti. Or from the tyagam we obtain shanti. Ante kada eppudaina the minute we are disassociated, that is tyagam. Tyagam means to let go. So the minute we are disassociated with something, peace, we have peace. The more we are attached, no peace. The more we are detached, peace. And that detachment is like tyagam. So tyagam is like in how they show it in the movies, they suffer whole life. They do some tyagam, but they keep crying their whole life. That is not tyagam. Tyagam is to be able to let go.
మనస్సుతో త్యాగం చేయాలి. How to do the త్యాగం with whole heart.
With whole heart, and ante they do it with whole heart only, but they also feel sad because they have to let go of that. But that should not be there. The sadness should not be there. Then only it will become detached. The tyagam will become detached. So sometimes they give away their children, right? Say for example, I'm only taking an example. So by force, if somebody makes them give, then that is not tyagam. If they give by themselves, it should be totally willingly. They should not again go back and feel sad for giving away. Whatever it is, it can be a child, it can be property, it can be something, it can be something. Even donations also. Some people, they make a donation and then later might feel bad, why did we give or something. That should not happen. So that is... if that kind of tyagam is done, then shanti won't be there. So shanti comes with complete detachment. Okay, so this is the sequence. So abhyasat jnanam, jnanat dhyanam, dhyanat karmaphala tyagaha, tyagat shantihi bhavati. Okay. So why jnanam abhyasat jnanam shreyaha? Because in abhyasam there may or may not be jnanam. To obtain jnanam we keep doing abhyasam. So that is why Jnanam is better than Abhyasam. And Jnanat Dhyanam. Again, why meditation is better than Jnanam?
In meditation, we have to control our mind.
So Jnanam, having Jnanam is good, but again, we should be able to do it. That obtaining Jnanam is one thing, and then putting it into practice is a different thing.
Yes.
So there that Dhyanam is considered as practice of what knowledge you have gained. Many people have that knowledge. They listen to the pravachanams, they understand what is being told. So they have that jnanam, but when they have to put it into practice, it is not there. So we can take it like that. Meditation as putting the jnanam into practice. And then again, putting it into practice, but without expectation. So karma phala tyagaha is better than dhyanam. And then tyagam is shanti. So that tyagam will give us peace. Okay.
We should not feel about that action.
Yes, we should not give and then feel attached. I've given you, I've given you, I've given you. Such things also we see sometimes, right?
Yes.
I have done this for you. Especially, I have done so much for you.
Whole lifetime, some people say like that.
Yes. So then that is not, that is why they don't have peace. Because they are constantly doing the accounting only. I have done so much, what have I got? So that is why they don't have peace. So to have peace, we should be able to do whatever we do without any expectation. Astu. So we'll stop here.
Astu Bhagini.
Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhanyavad Bhagini. Sarve Shubhratri.
Dhanyavadah Bhagini. Shubhratri.